What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the trip that we're going to be taking from the tail end of March. Our last trip of March, we weren't originally going to do one with our trip to Florida coming up. But we're going to talk about what we plan on doing for our trip on March the 21st. I'm not sure if very many people are aware, but this week down here is spring break. And as you know, spring break at Six Flags can get a little hectic at times. So we heard a lot of good positive things coming from Six Flags over Texas about a lot of the stuff they were doing, going all crazy and going all out. So we was like, well, maybe we should take a trip and maybe we should do a review of, pretty much spring break, and because it is an event, it's something new, and it's only going to last for a couple of weeks. I think it just lasts for this week alone, and then after that they go back to just the weekends. We didn't really have the ability to be able to go during the week. If I had it up to me, we would have went during the week, but with work schedules and Asher's mom's work schedule, it's really, really difficult to be able to plan something in the middle of the week. And with my getting off when I do, it's just too hectic and it's too hard. So our plan is March the 21st, which is it's coming up Sunday. We'll be going to Six Flags over Texas. We're really, really excited about this trip. Because it's the first trip that we've taken since last summer where it's just the two of us. Asher won't be coming with us this time. But he goes on every other trip, so we take one trip without him. It's not the end of the world for him. But him and I will end up going and doing something, just the two of us, Easter Sunday. So it's not too crazy. We're really looking forward to just getting out and actually being able to ride like we used to, whereas before we've kind of been, sharing the load, so to speak, with riding stuff with the kid and making sure that he has a good time and taking care of him. It gives us an opportunity to actually act like kids for a day and just go all out on a riding binge. That's more my thing than hers, but it's something that we're definitely looking forward to. After that, for the month of April, is pretty straightforward. April is a critical month. It's very, very critical for us, because April is kind of our last month to kind of just chill. Because anybody that's been watching my channel since last year, since I started my channel, knows that when summertime gets here, that's when it's balls to the wall. Like, we go freaking crazy. So April's kind of like our last hurrah of our off season before things kind of kick up. So I'm gonna take the trip with Asher on Easter Sunday, and then we won't take any trips until the final weekend in April. Asher and I on the 4th will be going to Dallas World Aquarium and probably the Dallas Zoo. I'll be doing a review of both of those during that time, while having some fun with him. So that'll be really cool, and we'll make sure to put those videos up for content purposes. After that, we won't take any trips. We've already paid for our flights to Florida for June, and we've paid for our tickets into Carowinds. We got season passes and all season dining and all season picture passes. I got a fast lane pass, which is kind of like the Six Flags equivalent of a flash pass. It's a skip the line pass, so that'll help us skip the lines on some of these bigger rides like Fury 325 and Intimidator and stuff like that. So that's really exciting. We've already gotten our hotels will be paid for this month. Rent-a-car will be paid for in a couple of weeks, and then that's pretty much it. It's pretty much a wrap. The only thing we really got to take care of as far as June goes is money to eat on, which is only a couple of $100 because, like I said, we have all season dining at every single park we're going to. We've got the dining plan on the membership for Six Flags. We've got the Busch Gardens event with Texas Thrill Seekers the first day. They're going to feed us. We've got the SeaWorld all-day dining the day after. So that's pretty much it. We set it up that way on purpose so that way we wouldn't be spending the extra financial burden trying to figure out where and what we were going to eat into a new place and how much money we were going to be spending, how much the discounts was going to be. It was just too crazy, and it was just better to just, we've always benefited from getting dining passes. April the 30th will be our first trip, our official trip to kick off our summer/roller coaster season. Our roller coaster seasons usually run from the beginning of May till the end of December, where we do winter vacation. So it usually, last year it was pretty hard to do a lot of this stuff that I wanted to do because of COVID. So that's why we kind of got started at the end of June, beginning of July. But our first trip will be August the 30th, and we'll be taking our trip to Six Flags Fiesta Texas and SeaWorld San Antonio. We haven't been to San Antonio since Holiday in the Park, when we got rained out of SeaWorld like we always do. So we're never going to SeaWorld again on a Friday, because every time we tried to go on a Friday, we would get rained out. Entertaining story. Two times out of the entire summer that we went to SeaWorld, it didn't rain. And that's like 5 months of going to SeaWorld. 2 times we were actually able to ride stuff out of 5. So we've got like a 50% chance that we're still going to get rained out at the beginning of May. It is, of course, with it being South Texas and being the beginning of May, it's highly unlikely. But you don't understand the weather down here in the South. If you don't like it, just wait a couple of minutes. It'll change. It ain't no big deal. But August the 30th through May the 2nd, we'll be leaving out that Friday night, probably about 2:30 in the morning, and we'll be going straight to SeaWorld San Antonio. And we'll spend all day in the park. We'll do our 2021 park review for San Antonio, SeaWorld, and then we'll go back to the hotel after that, edit the video, get it uploaded, get some rest. The following day, pack everything up, put it in the car, spend all day at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, do a full park review, and then after the park closes, we'll probably head home. It's a pretty crazy weekend. It's like 14 hours driving, so it'll be okay though. We've got 3 trips in May prior to our trip in June. We'll discuss those the closer the time gets. I don't want to make any confirmations about what our trips in May, because May is still a couple of months away, so there's a lot that could change between now and then, so it's kind of up in the air. But I know definitely in May, before we leave for Florida, we'll be doing the Magic Springs. We've been wanting to do a Magic Springs trip, and so that way we can actually do a good review of the park when everything's running. And I think like the Memorial Day weekend we had talked about doing that, and taking the kid there because he always loved it there last year. As far as upgrades go, here recently I did get the GoPro 9, so we'll be using that Sunday. That'll be, I'm hoping it'll turn out okay. It's got a better resolution and better quality camera. It just came out in November, so that'll probably be a lot better than this piece of crap GoPro 7 that's like 25 years old. It's really not, but it feels like some people's phone quality of camera is better than the GoPro 7, so it's just bleh. But March 21st, like 4 days, we'll be heading to Six Flags Over Texas for the spring break event, and then we'll come back and no more trips pretty much until August the 30th. After that, it's go time. I believe for Megan's birthday, May the 15th, we're going to, I can't remember the name of the water park. It's in Houston, Texas. I think it's the, don't get me lying. Anyway, it's a big water park in Texas. We're supposed to do an event there, so we're going to go there and then probably stop by ZDT's or go by Fiesta, Texas or something for a day. Just something to burn some time while we're there. Start chasing some credits. We might even head down to Galveston to Galveston's Pier and try to get the credits down there. We're not exactly sure what's going to happen with that. I'd really like to take a trip to SeaWorld with the kids since he's going to be going with us, so he can enjoy SeaWorld there before we have to head out. Well, man, that's pretty much it. Trip confirmed for 4 days. And these are our trip plans for April. Our June Florida vacation is going on schedule as it was, even after we got COVID and we were off work for pretty much a month. Everything's slowly but surely getting back to normal. So that's always a good thing. I appreciate everyone watching, and if you made it to the end, leave me something down in the comments. Hashtag made it to the end. If you guys are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to help support the channel a lot, man, just hit the like button. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.